So just thought you might like to enjoy seeing what I'm up to. So, I don't have gloves on, but this part right here, this is called your throttle body. And when you're pressing down on the gas, it's pulling a cord that turns this. And that's what, I don't know if that's a good view, but that's what that does. And then this module right here tells the computer how far you've turned that. And then that also relays back into how much fuel is injected. This is the, what is it? It's some kind of valve. The idle blow off valve. And that's when when it's trying to balance the pressure in the engine and the air coming in, it will open or close this valve to let certain amounts of air in or out. These are two sensors from the exhaust called oxygen sensors. They make sure the car is running correctly, and it will also change injection and compression stuff if there's too much or too little oxygen, depending on the situation. And the easiest way to clean these are just to leave it in gasoline, so that's what I'm doing there. A lot of miscellaneous gaskets and bolts and fluids and everything over there. There's the exhaust. There's my catalytic converter. Those are the exhaust headers. So when the air comes out of the engine hot, it goes into those, which is on the, oh well, you can't see it, that's how well. Right there. So when it's all assembled, that part bolts onto that part, and it's symmetrical on the other side, so yeah. So there's that part, that's the end of the exhaust. So this guy is the muffler. This is from the back moving forward. And then there's bends in the pipe to do certain things. There's one of the rods you mount it on. And these are resonators and mufflers that help the car sound okay, because engines don't naturally sound good. So pretty much, everything is bumping into each other. So pretty much all I need to do is attach the camshafts back onto here and here. The timing cover, which is just a plastic cover over all this. This bolt and this bolt are the ones that are completely broken. There's no thread inside anymore, and that's what I got that kit for, the $50 tool with the special parts, and that'll let me put in bolts without them just falling out, because like I can't tighten it down. It'll just rotate forever. So the extra coil will help with that. So I just need to put on sprocket, fix that, sprocket, or idler, run the belt, put the cover back on, torque down the intake, and then fill it with oil and coolant. And I'm done with the engine, and we just have to put it in. So I'm getting close. This is that bolt that we couldn't break. See, now it turns freely. It's so nice. Oh my god. Oh man. Yeah. Not sure what else I'm showing you. Oh. And then the part I got from Subaru is what goes over here. And the other two parts I'll have to do right before we put the engine back on. This isn't a good view. There's a plate down here that you have to remove, and then you get access to the other two things. This is where the throttle body mounts on. Right here. This is the alternator connected to the computer, and that runs with some wires down into these holes. And those are the spark plugs. Let's see, what else can I show you? Yeah, no, I mean, it's coming back together. It was super frustrating these last couple weeks, but it's really, really good to see it just in one piece again. Not that it's all in one piece, but the engine at least is in one piece. So I gotta buy a couple bolts that are broken, which is fine. Those are like cents each, so that's not a problem. I don't know, I'm just trying to think how much stuff I have left. Like, if I work really hard tomorrow, then I can probably have it actually completely assembled. And then Jonah will be able to help me out with putting the engine in completely and then making sure it all runs. Here's my tools. Yeah, I just thought I'd show you what I was doing. Maybe you can show it to your mom. It's our engine hoist. Oh, this was frustrating. So this was the tensioner. So what this does is it sits like this and rotates on that bolt. And this thing is spring-loaded. It has a pin in it right now. But that will cause this whole thing to bend like that and press down on the belt. And that's what keeps the belt's tension over time. Because as the belt ages, it will lose tension, and if it broke, that's really, really, really bad. So this is the way you balance that. I took it off without the tensioner, but we happened to have a vise to squeeze it, and the pin because of Jonah. They're just like they're just strewed across the floor. These pins right now. I don't know if you probably can't see any. But yeah, there's the radiator. What else can I point out? Yeah, that's it. Pretty soon, this thing will be all back together, running good, pushing those 4 wheels, getting me to work, allowing me to sell the Volkswagen. Yeah, it's going pretty good.